Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Holly. I'm a life and relationship coach and somatic therapist. I also am a thriver after a really hard life. So, on this channel, I like to share ways that I learned to get through the hard stuff because I love to focus on pleasure practices and finding the joy and pleasure in your life. But we can't always live lives filled with pleasure. So when times get tough or the something stops you from being happy pops in the way, we need tools, we need tricks, we need ways to break our thought patterns. And that's what I'm going to share here. So today we're going to get into a somatic practice to interrupt when your patterns are showing up, when you're getting stuck in a routine and a rut, or you're noticing that you're headed in a direction that you don't want to be headed into. Um, and you just need to stop and take a moment. So I'm gonna explain a little bit about all that, and then we're gonna get into a somatic practice that you can do anytime that you're feeling stuck or confused or unhappy with the direction you're going in. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, so I want to invite you to stop. Just take a moment and actually stop what you're doing. Stop the way that you're reaching out, the way that you're behaving. Um, Stop the thought patterns in your mind and welcome in something different. Um, I've been having these experiences lately where I'm noticing that myself and people that I'm meeting are moving from either new patterns that they just picked up in order to escape a situation or make a change in their life, or patterns that they're bringing forward from the past. So I met a man the other day at the park, and like, I walked past him. It's a nice outdoor waterfalls area down the street. I'm so lucky. I went walking, and he's smoking, ruining the outdoor air. Yes, we're outdoors. He can do what he wants, I guess. But like, it's so fresh and clean outside. And it smells so good when you go walking by the falls. And so anyway, he was self-aware, and he just started like waving. He thought he's just going to be by himself. He started waving his smoke out of there. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It smells so bad. I'm so sorry. I just picked up this habit. I was like, oh, you just picked it up, man. You can quit it. Now's the best time to quit. And um, he's like, that's a simple statement, you know, but it's so true. Like, if we just pick up this habit and it's something new, and maybe we don't like it, or we know that it bothers others or ourselves, then you could just choose to stop. It's so simple to say, but it's a choice. Everything in our life is a choice. The way that we speak to people, the way that we interact with others, the way that we start and continue our relationships that we're in, the way that we show up in our business, um, create our home. It's all just a choice of behavior and pattern and action. So if it's a choice how it's showing up right now, how we're behaving, then it's also a choice to change it. Um, I, in my own life, recognized that I was kind of like, I'm in a transitional point. We moved into a new apartment, and my daughter and we are gonna go to college in the fall. Um, and so I've been like moving like a robot to get moved into the apartment. We've also been moving really slowly, taking our time moving in because there's an intention behind it. We're making the house the way we want, but then I do notice when I get stuck in patterns of like, oh well, we'll keep this, this is our stuff, blah. And those things don't actually serve. So we started to go through every single thing piece by piece. Like, is this something from our past that we're just having because we have it? Or is it something that is serving us right now that we need to keep and bring into the future because it is part of, the house we're creating, the home we're creating. Um, so little simple things like this, so we can stop and check in and get clear of, what purpose does this serve in my life? Is it creating greatness? Is it supportive? Um, and then it can go on bigger levels too. I met someone else who, uh, coming out of a long-term relationship, they left it for certain reasons. They changed their behavior to be able to leave it. Um, but then they come with a new pattern. So the behavior is I need to push these people away because I am not safe in this relationship and I want to make a change. Um, and so then there's this I'm not safe idea that gets ingrained. And if I have people in my life, then they can hurt me and I just need to push them away. So a pattern that got created maybe in a moment of survival, and a lot of us have these patterns that get created like all the way back in childhood, but they don't always have to be created in childhood. They can be created in our um, teenage relationships with friends. It's not like our parents are the worst, and that's not what I'm saying, that our childhood parental examples in this moment. Those are some, but then it's also like this experience happened. I got cheated on in high school, and so I cheat first, or I push away first so that I don't get hurt. Um, I married a narcissist. I married a narcissist. I need to understand that behavior and behave as a sociopath to get away from it. Um, and so when we develop these survival mechanisms, sometimes those survival mechanisms can follow us into our future. And so when we want to create a new relationship or create a new habit or whatever, we bring in what helped us survive in the past. And if that is being a sociopath or not being a sociopath, like behaving as one to survive getting out of a dangerous situation, or pushing people away so that they don't hurt you first. That's um, avoidant traits, becoming an avoidant because it was survival. Like I shut off my emotions because I needed to keep my sanity. Um, these traits, it's if we don't recognize, acknowledge, and allow them to be just what was needed in that moment, then they can come with us into the future and stop us from creating the life that we want. Um, if we behave in our new relationships the way that we behaved in the old ones that we're trying to leave or weren't actually creating anything um, that was serving us, then we're just going to create the same relationship again. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, I want to invite us all to stop and check in. Um, yeah, I'm just going to invite it right now. So, if you have the ability and you're in a safe, don't do this if you're driving and you're just listening. If you're in a safe space and you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes, put your hands on your chest, take a couple deep breaths. Really fill your lungs with that air. Next one, fill your diaphragm. Really take a deep breath deep into the belly and become more centered and grounded in yourself. Honestly, just this, close your eyes, hands on chest. You could put one hand on your belly if you wanted. and a few slow, deep breaths. That can be all that's needed for a reset in your nervous system. So, from this space, I'm going to invite you to think about your life. Think about the relationships in your life. How do they feel? Do you like how you're showing up? Do you like how you're being treated? Think about your job, your business, whatever it is. How are you showing up in that? How are you showing up in your relationship with your kids? In the relationship with your home? Does going home make you happy? When you walk in, does it feel like a space that you and your body want to be in? How are you behaving with your own body and treating yourself? Is your body a place that you want to live in? Are you taking care of it? Do you like how you're showing up for yourself? As you think through these questions, you may have emotions come up. And whatever comes up, whatever thoughts, feelings, emotions you have about all of these things, or whatever's coming up for you, just allow it. And do your best to allow it without shame, judgment, or the idea that I have to fix and change this right now. So allow yourself to be with what is. Right now, this is real. And this emotion has shown up. There doesn't have to be an idea or story behind it. It's just what it is. And it's just right here. And now, from this space of awareness, think about those things. Like, what is taking up the most energy and brain space? What's causing stress? What's causing fear and anxiety? What's causing you to show up with fear and anxiety and behave from those places? What do you love about how you're being and how you're treating the people in your life and yourself, or your work and your life in general? What do you love about it? Just feel it all as it comes to surface and become aware. That's all there is to do, is just like stop, get centered, become aware, and allow it to be. Because as you're in this space of feeling and being aware and allowing what is to be what is, that's the place where you get to acknowledge whether you enjoy it or not. And then if you enjoy it or not, that's the place where you get to make choices. Okay, so take a couple more deep breaths into this sensation, these ideas, thoughts, feelings, emotions, body sensations. You may have felt things in different places in your body with this exercise. Just be aware of that. Now go ahead and open your eyes. And how is that for you? I'd love for you to leave me a comment and let me know what that was like or what came up. Um, and I want to invite you to take a moment after this video right now, pause it, whatever, um, and write down what came up for you in that. what you enjoyed. What did you learn? Are there any changes you want to make? And I'm not saying go change your entire life based on, oh my gosh, I hate my job. I'm gonna quit it. Maybe not. Maybe not. But write down what came up. You didn't like, you don't like it. What can be changed to be different? It doesn't have to be a massive shift. Um, it doesn't have to be a massive epiphany that happened. Oh, I don't like that behavior I'm doing. I'd like to apologize to that person and come back to them and repair that relationship. I would like to move away from this relationship. That one doesn't feel good. Oh, I need to speak up because I haven't been talking. I haven't been sharing what's coming up for me. And I need to share that in order to feel balanced within myself. It could be anything, but write down the things that came up for you. And from that space of awareness, it's just awareness, then you can make a choice to change it, to shift a little, um, to honor yourself where you are and be okay with it. Like, why do we have to shift, change, judge everything that comes up? I'm here. This is exactly where I am, and I'm okay to be here for a minute. That's okay too. We are just living this experience, and it doesn't always have to be about, I have to change this because something's wrong with me. It can be, here I am, take it or leave it. Here I am, got nothing left. So I'm going to go find some help to have more space. And then I'll look at this. And that's another thing. You can always, if things are coming up for you and you realize it's a lot and it's overwhelming, reach out for help. Therapy, self-help books. YouTube has so many places to find the help and the information that you need to shift. Hire a coach. I don't know if I said to go to therapy yet. Uh, yeah, just start journaling and become more centered and aware of your everyday movements, your everyday choices, your everyday behaviors. Self-awareness is enough. You don't always have to have someone else looking in on it. But I'll tell you, if you have trouble being self-aware and you want insights into your behaviors, ask the people in your life, but ask the ones who will be honest with you about your behavior. And don't be mad at them if you ask. Don't be mad at them for sharing things that they've noticed. They're just like, if you ask, then they are helping you see yourself. Sometimes most of the time, we are in our patterns and our ways of being, and that's normal to us. And we can't see ourselves or how we're affecting others or how the choices we're making are impacting ourselves. But the others hear it because they hear our little complaints. They see our little struggles that we just kind of like brush off and deal with. So the people in your life can see you and they can maybe see the places where you're stuck or struggling better than you can. So find someone in your life and ask them like for insight and what they see about you. And then take it with a grain of salt or just take it to heart and listen and reflect. You don't have to do anything about what they say, but you can just reflect. And that's just part of getting curious and becoming aware. The people in our life love us, typically. Sometimes they want to hurt us. So, if you can trust the person, usually don't trust the one that's going to be mean on purpose to be mean or put you down because that's what they do. Um, but yeah, we typically have people around us who can witness us and share. So that's another place to just get awareness. And from this space and intention, I want to ask one last question. what is it that you loved about how you're being, how you're behaving, how you're moving through your life, and how do you grow that? Because sometimes we get stuck in the overthinking, overanalyzing, and healing aspects of our life, the negatives. But if you can, I saw this quote so many times recently. If you can overthink the negative, then what's stopping you from overthinking the positive and growing from there? So as you're going through making your list, don't forget to address the positive and grow that. Who is serving your life? Who is loving you right now? Where are the places you're showing up that you love? Grow the relationships with those people and aspects of yourself. What do you love about your job? What do you love about money and how you're spending it? Um, put some focused attention into those things and see what grows in your life. Thank you for coming along with me in this exploration and this practice. Please let me know what you thought about it and how things evolve for you. Okay, I'll see you next time.